morning, everybody. Ma Terry here, and we are at my favorite place. What is the name of this place? Everybody repeat after me. Private property, no trespassing. Let's go for a walk, okay? I'm going to adjust the angle. Yay! There we go. That's a lot better. All right, number one thing I want to bring up to you today is today is the day I get my thingy. I get the I have a needle put in me to drain water. So all my prayer warriors out there and everybody giving me juju, good positive juju, I need it today. I really do. But I wanted to talk to you about a lot of other things. Oh, that's why I'm walking this morning. I woke up way early this morning to go for a walk. Why? Because after my little procedure, I'm sure I don't want to take a walk this afternoon. Yes, I'm sure about that. Oh my gosh, we got a turtle. First turtle sighting right there. Hello, Mr. Turtle. How you doing? Oh, I love the little turtles. Well, we're just talking today. Did y'all like the leatherback turtles from SeaWorld? Weren't they amazing? I thought they were amazing. Oh my gosh, this place is getting noisier. Airplanes and everything. I'm walking in the shade. That's what I'm doing. So, you know, well, let's talk about a few things. Thank you for all the love on the My Mini rice cooker, noodle cooker series. I'll get it right one of these days. Thank you so much on that one. I'm not sure if it dropped yet, but the one on the shrimp quesadilla came out fantastic. It's always hit or miss with the My Mini noodle cooker. And I was at a Dollar Tree in a different town the other day, and they had the easy to make chocolate chip cookies. So I'm gonna try a different thing and see if I can get a cookie going today. That should be amazing. So yeah, I really like the My Mini. And the thing that I like best about it is I'm cooking indoors with it. But this morning, what did I make for breakfast? We'll talk about breakfast too. Came out terrible, and I'll tell you why. But you know, I made pancakes and it heated up the whole house. It really did. So yeah, during the heat of summer, I like something freshly made, but I don't want to make it in my van. And you know, sometimes I also want to say about my mini noodle cooker, you know, the electric thing, like sometimes I'm up in Bryan's Head, Utah, and it's so dry and they have these fire danger warnings. And I'm supposing if you can't set a campfire, maybe you shouldn't be cooking on your butane stove outdoors. I don't know about that, but that's what I'm guessing. So, you know, the little rice cooker is solar powered because of my batteries. So it's very energy efficient, which I love. I do love that. Anything that's energy efficient saves me money. There we go. Let me try a different angle on this thing. Alrighty, third time's the charm, right? So I was over at the 99-cent only store where most things cost more than 99-cent only, and they had birch benders, the keto pancakes, but they had pumpkin spice. I think they're listed as paleo. Well, I'm pretty good at pancakes, but I couldn't get these to cook up right. They were all doughy on the inside, so I'm like, these are the world's worst pancakes. So what am I gonna do? Now, I don't know if it's true, but my mom would make us these thin crepes as a kid and then roll up, put jelly on the inside and roll them up. And she called them Hungarian pancakes. Now, I'm not sure whether or not my mom couldn't cook it all, but that's what I'm gonna do with that dough, is that doughy pancake mix, is turn it into Hungarian pancakes. Oh, here comes a koi fish. Good morning. Hi, how you doing? Coming up to see me, aren't you? So I'm like, okay, so it's pumpkin spice pancake mix that I'm going to turn into a crepe. What do you think would be a good filling on the inside? You know, I have like cream cheese, but it's like garlic spread, so that's not going to go over good. But what would be a good filling besides jelly? Because usually jelly is full of sugar and everything, and that's not good for you. Maybe a hot dog. I don't know. You guys got any good ideas? That's one of the things I love about my morning is I love cooking for Mr. Loui. I love making breakfast and lunch. Why? I don't get to, I do cook in my van a lot, but it's nice to be able to make a meal for someone. It really is. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I enjoy cooking breakfast and lunch, I do. And does Mr. Loui spoil me on the opposite? Yes, he does. He makes the best dinners in the world. I'm getting used to, you know, one of the things about being a couple is getting used to what people like and what people eat. I told you the other day he was eating herring. Ooh, and I know a lot of my viewers like that. I don't have a big food knowledge at all. All right, so the doctor's appointments this afternoon, then I find out when I can take off. So let's talk about taking off. I'm going to talk about Mr. Loui a lot today. So if the doctor gives me the green light, I may take off as early as this weekend. Yay, I still have to plot out my map with the number of days I have left. Is it going to be a sad thing? You bet. I'm going to miss Mr. Loui an awful lot. And you know, we're at the point of being a couple and he doesn't really want me to go. And I get that. He is like free to go. I am free to go. That's not the thing. He's just going to miss me terribly and I'm going to miss him, which is wonderful. You know, I think that's a wonderful thing. But, my thing is then come along with me. You can come, but, no, because he has a house and houses are thing. So we just need to figure out, I love bridges. We just need to figure out things like that, you know. He is getting more adventurous. You know, Mr. Loui, okay, so he had a huge tragedy happen to him and he probably had a lot more bad things happen to him. And when these bad things happen to you, it changes you. I totally was changed by the time I ended up in the shelter system. I was a blob of couldn't even speak a sentence or anything, you know. I was horrible. But anyhow, it changes who you are. That's the point I want to make. And we always try to get back to who we were. Was that who we, you know, our true self. We try to get back to our true self. And the reason why I'm saying this is I know deep down inside, Mr. Loui loves hiking and camping as much as I do. He really does. But now we have physical limitations that we need to be mindful of, and that's okay. I love the fact that Mr. Loui has his own vehicle. You know me, I would go ahead and fix it up for him. It's like, no, try this, try that. Why? Because I've tried a million things. But yeah. So I would really love it if he would travel with me in his van. We're not at that point right now. We're at the point of me traveling in my van. But anyhow, so I might suggest to him, what do you think about this? Like when I get to a nice place, like I really want to be at a Sevierville, Gatlinburg for at least a week. Invite Mr. Loui to fly in. I don't know if there's an airport near there. And get a hotel in Gatlinburg. You know, that'll be October. I love the Smoky Mountains in October. They're so beautiful. And I don't want to miss it this year. There's a lot of things I don't want to miss this year. I don't want to miss my family. You know, Ma's not doing well. So time to check in with her, see what's up, which is sad. It's playing on my heartstrings. It always does. I think we're chemically bonded or something like that. But yeah, Ma's not doing well. And, you know, check in on my sisters and everything. I miss them. And, you know, yeah, but I hate leaving Loui. So the point is, so now we're becoming a couple. You know, is it official? No. No, it's not. Do we love each other's company? You bet, you know. I hope we're each other's best friends. I think we are. We're at that point. It's so funny. You know, when I was 20, I used to argue about the smallest meaningless details, and that's one of the things that I didn't bring into this relationship is constantly arguing. You know, everybody tries to do their best, and I've gotten that. You know, sometimes our best isn't that great, but we're trying, and as long as people are trying, that's wonderful. But yeah, it's tough. You know, the other thing is will I live with him in San Diego? Or you know, it's hard. I love the house. I do. I really like it. I like the neighborhood and everything. The house has a great layout, which I love. You know, sometimes I walk along and people have their garage right on the street, and it's like, oh my gosh, or their front door right on the, you know, the walking path. And it's like, I don't like that. I like things tucked away and hidden. So, yeah. Do I miss Redlands? Yeah, I do. I wish, magically, we could move the whole house to Redlands. But Redlands has its own problems. San Diego has this perfect year-round temperature, almost perfect. It's going to start cooking in September for a whole month. But Redlands right now, probably 110 degrees or upwards there. Nah, maybe not that hot, maybe over 100 degrees, which I like. I don't like it for car camping, but I like it. Anyhow, those are the types of things that we need to figure out. I know Minivan Lee and Paul, they're thinking about settling down. I hope they do. I hope they, you know what? I hope nobody is lonely in life. And during my travels, I've learned not to be lonely. I'm pretty good at entertaining myself, whether it's with Miss Lucy or just being with me. I'm fine with being alone. That's a hard spot for a lot of people to get to. They're so used to being coupled, whether they're, you know, two sisters that do everything together or best friends or whatever. But it drives people nuts that I can go out and eat in a restaurant and not have a problem with it. And I don't. Anyhow, those are just some of my random thoughts for this morning as I go for my wonderful little walk. This will probably be my last walk. I hope not. Look how beautiful that is. It really is pretty here. And once again, the name of the property is private property, no trespassing. Love it. All right, I'm going to sign off. I just thought I'd catch up on a few of the little details in my life. Everybody, please pray for me today. Pray the doctor doesn't botch it up again. Oh my gosh. You know, I have a lot of scars now from the Pseudomonas and the seroma or whatever. You know, purpley blotches on my skin that don't look so pretty. I'm working it. I'm working on getting rid of my scars physically, you know, massaging and doing Mederma scar cream, intensive scar cream and stuff like that. But I wouldn't have went in for the work if you didn't make it look better than it was. It's like, so anyhow, pray that the doctor knows what the heck he's doing this morning. All right, love you all, and as usual, I will see you down the road.